Brass Cutlass. I am a social worker and science fiction writer here in Philadelphia. I'm co-founder of Deep Space Mind 215. It's a mental health collective and co-op that I run with Carmel Brown.
My name is Carmel Brown, but I go by Mel Brown, and I am a co-director at the Young Artist Program and also an organizer with DSM 215 Co-op. The DSM 215 is literally some folks who have lived experience that want to organize around mental health and think about community care in regards to providing services to folks who have lived experiences of homelessness or being institutionalized. And I feel like it's something that's really important to me as a person with lived experience in mental health and as a in practice or in training social worker. So
Deep Space Mind, I would describe it as a space to innovate and experiment and document community-grown mental health technologies and innovations. And that means cultivating people's ideas of the future of health, the future of wellness. That means incubating new ideas. That means giving voice to people who have lived experience of any mental health challenges or perspectives. And so Deep Space Mind also has a vested interest in making sure that our work is intergenerational, and that's why we launched the Young Futurists Project, because we really wanted to work with the Young Artist Program and also with Creative Resilience Youth, and we wanted to find a space that they could pool their energies and create new worlds together.
I'm Andrea Ahn, and I am a teaching artist and facilitator for Creative Resilient Youth. And our focus is really, creating ways for people to begin to define mental health care in ways that are self-determined, ways that are accessible and equitable here in Philadelphia.
I feel like Philadelphia has always been a nexus of youth power and people power in general. I feel like the people do set the agenda here in the city, and increasingly young people have been doing that as well over the course of the past few years. And so the exhibition is sort of like making real the worlds that they talked about and built during the Young Futurist series. We met virtually over the past year leading up to the exhibition, and we talked about youth futurisms, ways that youth brains contribute to our society and are not just aberrations or disorders or underdeveloped. They're necessary. We need their passion. We need their curiosity. We need their drive, for reward and to feel seen. We need all those things in society. We wouldn't have, a George Floyd trial without a 16-year-old having stood up and been, disruptive or been risk-taking or whatever you want to call it. We need that risk-taking behavior in our world. It won't move forward without it. I think this exhibition is important because it kind of culminates a lot of those ideas and shows folks that young people can create things and build things with their own hands.
Being able to take on world building and futurisms is really important to them as they start to really figure out their identities and where they're going. And I think it was important for them to have access to some of the language and some ideas collectively of what they want to build in regards to themselves individually as community members and collectively together as young people.
Hi, my name is Peyton Fulton, and I created a plant installation, and the title of my installation is called Plant Therapy. I'm showing work that is showing my interest in horticulture and the form of art with horticulture that grew over within a year when my journey started in April 2020. It was more of like a collective installation for me, so it was like people donated cuttings for me, a few people let me showcase their plants, so it was more so like a community installation, which I'm glad it was, which was my plan.
Hi, my name is Alana, and I made a poster installation called Grief Compounded. It was more about what I was going through quarantine. I was grieving pretty intensely after losing my grandmother and some other people, and I realized I never really talked about it. And so displaying it for Cherry Street Pier was a way for me to kind of break through that barrier of just grieving silently, which I feel like most people do.
Hi, my name is Michael Resendez, and I introduce to you Rose Gold. What Rose Gold means to me is basically my family, my friends, and basically where I come from. I've been having this idea since my freshman year of high school, and I've been drawing it since I was a young buck. But now that I'm here, it's like, wow, it's a dream come true. Everybody's peace out there means a lot to me because I seen them grow and become the people they are today. But I'm going to leave off with this. Everyone shines in rose gold. Remember that.
My name is Sophie, and I am a lead teaching artist with the Young Artist Program, otherwise known as YAP. When you ask me about what I want to see in the future, I think I just want to see more of what we've already been doing, which is creating a really collaborative community that's intergenerational, that's youth-led, where we make art together. I think everyone who comes into the space brings something different to the table, whether that's different skills or interests, experiences, stories, and we're able to make room for that at the table.
I'm Arden. I'm part of Creative Resilient Youth, and my piece is called All My Friends Are Queer. It's an installation video, so I have some microphones that I made from telephone receivers that I did interviews with my friends and my community members about queerness and performance and queer love. I think I would like to see more spaces that uplift young queer people and give them the tools to express themselves, not just the platform, but the resources as well. And I've definitely found that in Creative Resilient Youth, and I hope to be places where I can help facilitate spaces like that.
Hi, my name is Natalie UNESCO. I'm with the Cry exhibit this year at Cherry Street Pier. It's called Roots Before Branches. Our collective is Creative Resilient Youth. This year my installation is called Everything I See, and basically it's for literally everything I see in terms of my friends, my family, women that I've met, in the workspace, and then different stories and things that I've heard from people that are really close to me that I noticed shaped absolutely everything about them, their own families, their jobs, their mental health, how they raise their kids, how they interact with, other people, and also like how they care for themselves. And that's a really big deal because people in our communities are the people that shape jobs, laws, healthcare systems. It determines a lot. I wanted this exhibit to be a tribute to those kinds of stories and those kinds of experiences.
Hi, I'm Ivani Alvarez. I am 18 years old and I am in the Creative Resilient Youth Collective. The piece that I created for Cherry Street Pier this month is called Detecting Ourselves, and it is a piece that came to be during all of 2020, honestly. I feel like it was very easy to feel alone and secluded in all of those emotions, and I wanted to create and harbor a space where people felt that they could share that and they could sit and think with that, especially if they haven't given themselves the chance to sit with that.
Hello, my name is Ivian, and the title of my piece is Joy is Resistance, and it is 6 collages that show different parts of my ideal world, or the world that I would like to see in the future. I picked this title because living in a time now where things are so big and scary, being able to hold on to your joy is a very powerful act. And that's a phrase that I've been thinking about a lot. Something that I would like to see in the future is that people won't have to protest for anything. There won't have to be a fight. We won't have to prove that we deserve things. They will just be given to us. It will just be accepted, and that will be actual equality. And that's what I would like to see. I would like to live in a future and a world where that exists.
The future I'd like to share with folks is for adults to share their power, to be very intentional and grounded in the fact that whatever power they have as an adult, even the ability to leave your house whenever you want to, no one to bother you in the middle of the night if you don't have nowhere to go, the ability to lease an apartment, the ability to get a loan, the ability to find a job, those things are privileges that all adults have, to different extents. But whatever power you do have as an adult over young people or teenagers or children, that we use it with responsibility and that we share it when we can, so that they're practiced and skilled in being responsible, in following through on commitments. Because if you don't share your power, there'll be nothing for them to take responsibility for. There'll be nothing for them to learn how to be leaders, how to be in community. So we have to share our power, and we have to share our resources and make sure that whatever positive things they want to see in their community, that we work extra hard to make those things happen, because we have the ability to do it. Might be hard, but so is feeding ourselves, so is getting our children up for, school, so is getting our car fixed. We do those things because we say we have to, we have to listen to youth. We have to help them actualize realities that are positive for them. That's our responsibility.